All righty. Okay. So we had a couple comments while we were doing the merch ad. Okay. So movies. Holy shit. Garth is grinding on Wayne. Swing. Dan. I mean, I'd buy a drunk Wayne and Garth grinding on each other another shot if I was there. Evidently Jim Brewer. We need to watch him tell his drinking stories during stand-up. I will definitely do that. Jim Brewer's he's fucking great. Trevor, it's not a good night unless it ends with vomiting into a homeless man's house.
That poor guy probably came back from wherever he was getting food or whatever and was like, God damn it.
Are you
again?
Fucking white people.
He could have been in the shopping cart for all we know.
This is a personal attack from Dan to you. I like to dress up as the scariest thing at work. HR.
We're no longer friends.
Be offended.
All right. So next thing, the anniversary.
Best dinner ever.
Dude, so awesome. Since I've been talking forever, you start this off. You start off the story.
2 words. Hell's Kitchen. Oh my goodness. If
So
you guys have never been to Hell's Kitchen, well, I don't even know where all the other locations are, but we just know the one near us.
LA is where it's shot, and then the Vegas one.
Oh, yeah. But
dude, so awesome.
I think the whole entire experience is what made that place. It wasn't even like I was worried about it being too hyped up and just being, you go in there, get your food, and it's like, oh, okay, I just paid a lot of money because of the name and who's behind it and the show and everything. Yeah. No, the whole experience was absolutely amazing.
So good.
The food, the drinks, everything. Like from the moment we stepped foot in there, like they literally treat you like you're king and queen in there. I mean, yeah, you're paying a good amount of money for the food, but in all honesty, it really wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, if you actually think about it, it wasn't that bad. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure we're still live on Rumble.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you doing over there? Get off the internet.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm like you with the phones.
I don't have my phone with me. But yeah, we did the typical meal from Hell's Kitchen. We did the beef Wellington. Yep. So I don't even know what's all in that. I just know it was a delicious cut of steak with some kind of like mushroom, I don't know, mushroom something or other around it.
Yeah, it's like which is weird because you don't like mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms, but whatever they did. And then
good.
It's all in a puff pastry. So totally different. And we both had never had that before. That was really good. We did the lobster.
The lobster risotto was bomb.
That was probably my favorite, honestly. But I kind of think I'm slightly allergic to lobster. So
yeah, you didn't feel great after that.
Not awesome.
No. Okay. So sorry, I can't find
what
it.
Else
what
did
do
we
do?
get?
Okay, so one thing we do have to 2 words. It's raw. Yep, I definitely wanted to say that, but I figured it was so cliche. But yeah, the waitress was awesome.
Except
but her fucking
makeup,
the eyes.
So, okay, so women always do the cat eye, like that's like the standard look. I don't do that. I don't like that look. But this girl didn't have the cat eye. She had like a whole Batman wing.
Dude, okay, her winged like eyelashes were it looked like they were connected to her fucking caterpillar.
It was like the eyebrow swooped down into a C and then went to her, and then she had the huge false lashes. And it's so hard, like when you see something on someone's face and you're trying really hard not to stare at it. I couldn't help but stare at it because obviously, she's talking, so I'm trying to look at her, but I felt like I was looking right at her eyes. But I'm like, oh, I cannot not look at her because then that's rude.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look at her when she's speaking to me, but she knows I'm probably staring at those.
Well, and I've told you a bunch of times, like since playing music and my ears are not amazing, I look at people's lips moving when they talk. Like I can hear them talk.
So were your eyes like pinballing back and forth?
Well, no, like
eyes.
It was one of the
eyes.
It was one of the only times when I was actually like looking someone in the eyes when they were talking because I couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Like I do it because like it's like subtitles. for
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? Like when they're talking, I'm like, what are you saying? Just keep talking.
Well, she was really
Is
excited.
it weird though? Like, do you
What?
notice that I'm looking at your mouth when you're talking? No, you never. Okay.
Not at all.
Glass.
But now I'm going to. But like she was awesome and she was down to earth. She wasn't stuffy at all. But it was just so hard to focus on what she was saying because I kept looking at those big old things. It was like the width of my pinky. That's like how thick the line was.
Yeah, dude. And then the caterpillars. Dude, them things were fucking huge. She was very nice. She was amazing. I'm not gonna take that away from her
job.
But dude, okay. So Dan wants to know, does eating lobster make you feel crabby?
Wow.
Dan jokes. Love them. Evidently Trevor says, I thought women always do the whispering eye. Is that a vagina joke?
Yeah, that's a vagina joke. That's from Role Models.
Oh yeah. Nicely done. Movies.
Her eyes were not whispering.
They were loud. I know. Movie says, I know you know that I know that you know that you're trying to not look at me. Oh, dude, that fucking hurt my goddamn brain. Like, there's too many no's in there.
It was like one of
no
those,
means no.
No, it was like one of those things where I literally in my head was like, does she know that I'm staring at these right now? But does she know why I'm staring at them right now? that was all playing in my head.
Yeah.
As she's explaining everything, I was like, yeah, lobster risotto, eyebrows, lobster risotto. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, back to the food. What? Drinks? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, so the lobster risotto was amazing. The Wagyu meatballs they were fucking tasty. All that cheese.
Yeah, that took like a regular Italian meatball to a whole nother level.
Because it was what, Wagyu and pork, right? That was the meatballs. So good. And then the fucking the baked mac and cheese. No, the prosciutto mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So good.
And then
oh, dude, that pudding. What is it? Well, it was a toffee.
Okay, so his signature dish for dessert is this sticky toffee pudding, which sounds horrible. Gross, but it sounds gross, like, right?
Yeah,
like,
it does.
If you didn't know the description, didn't know what that entailed,
you're like, nah, I'm good.
I'm not ordering that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need sticky cum.
Why am I gonna pay? Why am I gonna pay this like large amount of money for this pudding?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just imagine them like plopping in Jello pudding into a bowl. Here you go.
Jello.
But it wasn't. It literally looked like a chocolate lava cake, and then it was topped with dulce de leche ice cream.
Yeah, and the waitress was like, "It's an acquired taste." I'm like, "Bitch, who needs an acquired taste for fucking toffee? That's just
literally
bomb."
just tasted like toffee and really soft chocolate cake.
Yeah,
that's really what it was.
So good. So the anniversary was awesome. Or the anniversary meal was awesome. We took some pictures. If you look at the thumbnail,
it was a little hint of cheese ball when they said, "Oh, do you want to take pictures?" And I'm like, "Why the hell do I want to be?"
We felt like
person
Asian tourists
taking a picture in the restaurant. Like, I was embarrassed. I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good." But then it was our anniversary, and I was like, "Okay, whatever."
And then we took a picture like in the wine little cellar room or whatever. Mm-hmm. That was fucking cool. But yeah, we definitely felt like Asian tourists, like taking pictures of everything.
But hands down, a great restaurant experience. Service was outstanding. Food was great. The drinks, like we just wanted our signature drink, which is always just our whiskey and Coke. Which later on I found out they didn't have Coke. It was Pepsi after I looked on the receipt.
If you guys don't know, she fucking hates Pepsi. Will turn away a drink.
But see, this is what's weird though, is I swear it was Coke I was drinking.
Yeah.
It tasted like Coke.
It tasted like whiskey. Like, that's because it was a double. They were like, "Oh yeah, all of our drinks are poured as doubles."
Yeah, that's what I love. They were like, "Oh yeah, we don't do singles. Every drink is automatically a double."
And after you guys hearing our Halloween story, you realize that we were like, shit.
But I was like, all right, night's young. Well, because the funny thing is,
hey guys, we here at the Till Death Podcast realize that with everything opening up, you might need some new clothes to show off in public. It's scary, I know. But you can rest assured that we've got your back. We have high quality merch and fair prices so you can support your new favorite podcast without breaking the bank. We have a bunch of items to choose from, like this shirt, which is my personal favorite. upside down. See, we got this. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Or, also, this one for the ladies. For my lady, and punch myself in the balls. There we go, it's our old paint splat shirt. We also have tanks, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, yoga pants, beach towels, and even fanny packs. Like this one right here. So just head over to teespring.com/stores and use the promo code NOMOREMASK and you'll get 15% off your entire order. That's No More Mask for 15% off. So what are you waiting for? Just do it! Just do it! Go get one. They're awesome. Do it. Also, head over to solo.to/tilldeathpodcast for all things till death and how to stay up to date with all of our content. Babe, thought laundry was your job.
Get all this merch out of my house.
See what I mean?
So we made reservations for this place 3 months ago because it's
Mhm.
brand new. It just opened in July. So as soon as it opened, I made reservations for us. The only time I could get a reservation for our anniversary, which was on a Thursday, was 4:45 p.m. Probably the earliest we've ever eaten dinner.
You
in our
scheduled that, and I'm like,
lives.
what are we, 65? Jesus.
Well, okay, they had 2 times available. They had
Yeah.
a 4:45 or a 9:30. I'm
Yeah.
not eating dinner at 9:30, like starting dinner at
Yeah,
9:30.
we're gonna be fucking hammered by then.
So I don't know about you guys, but if you had the choice between really early and the late,
Yeah, no, it was definitely a better idea. But one other thing that was funny about it being the anniversary, which we have, realized that this is something we're going to see every time during our anniversary. Our anniversary is on November 10th, which is the Marine Corps' birthday. And then it's Veterans Day
yeah.
right after. So it's just military. So at least we're kind of safe, I guess.
I'm
They're just,
sure it probably got crazy later on. If we would have stayed later at that hotel.
yeah. Well, because we went to Harrah's, to eat that, gambled a little bit. It was shit. It just wasn't enjoyable. And then there's smoking inside, and it really affects you. But we thought it was the smoking, but it was probably the lobster.
Yeah. Looking back on it, I really think it was the lobster that was messing with my throat.
Movie said an acquired taste. It'll take you 0.0003 seconds to like the taste.
Yeah.
Trevor, in all seriousness, I'm jealous. I'm assuming reservation required. Yes. How long in advance do you need to make it? 3 months. There's one near me in AC, and I need to go. Yeah, dude.
The
it's
reservations
amazing.
could be totally different for the place near you. Just ours just opened, so we don't have any. I mean, what's the nearest one is the LA one.
It's LA one.
So this is the only one in Southern California besides LA.
So good. It was with tip and everything. It was about 230, 250,
yeah.
right around there. So I mean, it is going to cost you a little bit, but it was our anniversary. It was special occasion, all that stuff. So, but yeah, amazing. So we went to Harrah's, and then Valley View is like right down the road from there, Valley View Casino. So we went there. We haven't been there in a year and a half, 2 years, even longer.
What's really sad is, so we're used to Pechanga Casino around here,
right there,
literally right here. And then when we went to Valley View, we rolled in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, they have free soda.
Yeah, like, oh, they have Coke.
I felt like a 15-year-old.
A cola.
Because literally you go up and there's just soda machines throughout the whole casino, and just help yourself.
But it's Pechanga, so they're not about that. So yeah, so we went to Valley View, which it was all right. It was fun, but again, it was the smoking thing, which even without the lobster, you get affected by that.
I'm so used to Pechanga not being a smoking casino anymore.
Yeah.
So when we go, like when we went to Laughlin and then going to these casinos, I don't do well around smoke.
Yeah, not great.
I felt like such a pussy too. I was like, really? That couch again.
So yeah. So anyways, so we make it to Pechanga, and we walked in. There was a trans ma'am behind us as when we were on the walking sidewalk, and Jen just kept going, don't stop, just keep walking. I just walk away.
Well, his face was like a Mack truck. That thing would have plowed right through us if we would have stopped on that.
Okay, so we get to Pachanga, we go in there, we're winning a little bit better, and then like I said, there was a
typical Ian moment.
Yes, exactly. There so I went outside to go smoke or use my vape, whatever.
Blow things.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Jesus. And so, well, yeah, I mean, I guess suck and blow. So I go outside, and with it being the Marine Corps birthday, there's Marines at all the casinos.
This story is not leading up well because we're talking about sucking and blowing, and then you're like, oh, there's all these Marines.
Yeah, exactly. Just and fuck it, it was the shake weights. And so no, there were Marines at everywhere we were, like everywhere we went to, all the casinos, like full dress, like full uniform and everything, and then they're fucking trashy, like putting lipstick on a pig, like, you know what I mean? Like, but no, and I'm not like saying like big, I'm just saying like looks, like it was
every girl had to look like Jessica Rabbit. Every girl had the same typical dress with the boobs up to your face, and then the slit all the way up to your hip.
Yep. The slit of the slut.
Everyone shopped at the same store, apparently.
And the whole thing I'm talking about is like, the whole thing I'm thinking is like, yeah, well, they're stationed somewhere else. You are totally fucking their friend. Anyways, and if Nick Wright and James Frasco are watching this, it's hilarious because we were talking about it. They were like, yeah, they're all trashy. So I heard it from a military person, people in the Army. They agree with me. Slutty wives. Marines. So anyways, so at Pachanga, I go outside to vape, and there's like a bunch of Marines out there with their wives, girlfriends, whatever. They're all dressed up nice. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm standing up with my ass up against the wall, and just like on Twitter, fucking whatever, just like not faded even, just doing whatever. The dude from Village People came over, want to take a selfie? It'd be funny. Like, no. And so standing up against the wall, and then and then out of nowhere, I knew it was coming, and I thought like, oh, I'll get away with it. Like, it's loud out here, everyone's smoking, everyone's like talking.
Then to trust yourself.
I should not trust my asshole. And so out of nowhere, dude, it was good. Like I was impressed with myself. Like, disgusted, but also impressed with myself.
Because you were up against the wall, so you got like the reverb of the wall.
Oh yeah, it was, and when I did it, I was like, holy shit. And like, and so I'm like looking down, I'm like, I don't want to make eye contact. Like when you're playing like Heads Up 7-Up in school and you fart, and like everyone's like heads down, and then you know who it is because the person like looks up and like looks at everyone. You're like, you did that. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep my head down. But I could see out of my peripherals that people were like, oh, what the fuck?
I thought Marines would have appreciated that.
Me too. They were probably around their wives and girlfriends, and it's 2022, so there's probably a lot of cucks. And so they had to act like they were.
The girls were probably like, ew.
I'm like, it cleared out the Marines. Like, they all fucking left, and I'm like, what is our military coming to?
You should have looked up and owned it. You should have been like, what? It's cold out. It's time to get warm.
No, I was looking down just like, holy shit, that was me. Or you should have
followed him, moved closer, make him feel uncomfortable.
Good God. Gloves off, blow things, Marines plowed. That's
the Pachanga story.
That's the Pachanga story. Yeah. So that was great. And I came in, and immediately, because we have the same sense of humor. So I walked in, I was like, dude, I totally just cleared out a bunch of Marines with my ass. And Jesus, babe.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Till Death podcast, your #1 source for family-friendly, wholesome entertainment.
Yay! The next time you're taking a big shit, put our video on.
All we do is talk about relaxing your butthole.
Relax your anus.
Subscribe under my balls. Video by her face.
And by my feet.
Butthole.